Hi, and welcome back to Old Fashioned Graces. Today we are going to do our very late, once late 2025 garden recap. So if you are familiar with my channel, you will know that the garden season this past year did not go quite as planned. I experienced some health issues which prevented me from getting as much work done in it as I wanted. My husband helped a lot and we had a pretty good growing season overall, but there were some things that just weren't able to be done because I wasn't able to put in the hours that I wanted to. I'll include some pictures throughout of what the garden looked like throughout the year. I did a better job getting pictures in the beginning part than I did the later part. We planted 10 pounds of green bean seeds and got way more green beans than I've ever done before. We would have gotten even more if I had been able to mulch with more like fertilize, but using bedding from animals on the green beans more and keep up on weeds more. Probably lost a good row. Oh, and then something ate our green bean shoots as they came up out of the ground, about a third of them, which is really frustrating. So we only got 2/3 of what we planted actually was able to produce. And then, yeah. But we put up more than we've ever put up before. I lost track. I know we were well over 350 quarts. Plus we were able to sell some. One of my goals for 2025 was to be able to sell some produce at farmer's market, and we were able to do that. We actually sold enough to cover our seed costs, which is fantastic. So essentially, our farmers marketing was able to cover the cost of our seeds and some of our help, because I also hired my siblings at a very, very cheap rate, but I really appreciate their help. Thank you guys. One day a week to come and help me on the garden because I couldn't. We got plants from a nursery near us and they did fantastic. I way overcrowded my tomatoes because I've never had tomatoes do that well before, so I didn't know they would be overcrowded. And they did fantastic. They worked great. We actually got peppers, both sweet and hot peppers. Never had that happen before. And we were able to grow squash in our in-ground garden, not just in our raised beds. Our soil is very poor here, and we are slowly working on amending it. Mostly through manure and a couple other soil amendments. So I was really excited that we were able to get squashes out of the main ground. We were also able to grow a couple pumpkins. That turned out great. So overall, it was a pretty good year. Definitely could have been better if I had more time to put into it. But my body could only take about 30 minutes of work before I had to take a break, instead of a couple hours, which is what I normally do. We have even bigger plans for the garden this year. Lord willing, I will not be pregnant, so my body should be able to do more gardening. We are actually hoping to break some more ground, open up what used to be woods. Well, it used to be as of the last couple decades, but before that was field, and plant that. Hopefully our peas are going to go up on a trellis this year because my husband is not working full-time off the farm. He is working for himself now and is at least part-time on the farm, which has been such a huge blessing. The Lord has truly provided for us to be able to do that, because with my health stuff this last year, we couldn't have done what we did without him being home. It's definitely come at some costs. We are well below the poverty line now for a family of our size, but thankfully we are able to grow a lot of our own food. So this is February 19th when I'm recording this. And as of now, we still have probably about a month worth of green beans in the freezer. I think it's a little bit hard to tell. We've used up almost all of the summer squash that I put up. We have a couple more bags of that. And then we have dairy stuff that I put up, butter, cheese, that kind of thing. When we had a ton of summer squash, which I love and ate a ton of, but we had more than we could keep up with, so I tried cubing it very, very, very finely. We're talking like maybe 1/4 inch by 1/4 inch, probably more like 1/8 inch by 1/8 inch cubes, and that works really well in soups and even in some stir fries. I did the shredded zucchini. I froze that. That we have done in zucchini muffins, yes, but more put in quiches and in soups and various things, and it kind of just cooks down into nothing. but you still get all the nutrients from it. So that has worked well. That was kind of an experiment doing the cubing, seeing whether I would use it, and yeah, we really like it. It works well. So I will definitely be doing more of that. We planted a bunch of blueberry plants this last year, and we are going to plant some more again this year. So hopefully those will actually produce this year, and hopefully our strawberries survive the winter. We planted those too, but with our baby being born in the fall, they didn't get mulched. So hopefully those are fine. We will see. I grew my first beets ever, which is very exciting because this is something that I've tried several times and none of them have taken. So I got 2 beets. I did better with my radishes than I've done before. I got the purple radishes to grow, and I will be planting those again this year in 2026. Our pest problems were less than they have been in previous years, which is also a really good sign. Rose chafers were still a menace, but they were not as crazy as they have been in previous years. So I'm hoping that is more of a soil and plant health thing, unless just that's how it was this past year with pests. That is my 2025 garden wrap. It's a relatively short video. I hope you enjoyed this. I am going to now film another video doing seeds and what we're going to plant this next year, but that is going to be long enough as it is. So I hope you tune in next week and see that I am in zone 4A. So we will be planting our first thing, which will be peas, sometime mid-April most likely, depending on weather conditions. But I hope you stay around and see what the summer has to bring. God bless. Bye.